farther north now. Major cities along the I-95 corridor facing down a flood threat today. Level 3 out of 4. That includes Baltimore, D.C., Philly, a lot of big cities immediately adjacent to that level 3 out of 4 threat, too. That includes spots like New York. This is Linden, New Jersey. It's pouring. You've got the tractor trailer backing up right there. But if you look right below our banner, you can see some of the ponding that's happening on the road there, and it's cooled things down too, down to the dew point effectively in the mid-70s. We've got this sprawling coverage. This is a place here included in a flash flood warning. You've got several New York and New Jersey counties, Bergen, Essex, Hudson now, and Union, all included in flash flood warnings, and these run through 6:15. So keep in mind, local time 4:36. We've got a whole evening rush to get through, and that's what we're dealing with. We've got Fox Weather's Kiana Lewis with us today. She's tracking all of this. Kiana, I see you're ready now. You got the rain jacket. You're out on Fox Square. This activity just off to the west, at least the strongest, the heavier of the rain, but this has to sweep through, and a lot of folks right outside are going to be dealing with this.
And that's absolutely right. Hey, Ian, yeah, you're right. I'm out here on the Fox Square, and I have put on level 1 of my rain gear today, a poncho so far. It's still very warm out here, so it's still very humid as these showers are beginning to move on in. If you notice, umbrellas are up for the evening commute, so folks have already heeded to the fact that we have a couple of showers poking into the I-95 corridor's evening commute here in New York City as well, if you take the metro. That being said, we do have a flood watch up across the board. That goes through tonight because a lot of these thunderstorms that are going to be pushing through, they will have the potential to pack a bit of a punch in terms of the amount of rain that will fall out of them. A couple of them dropping 2 to 3 inches of rain per hour going into this evening commute. So that is going to be one of the top concerns that we have here in an area like New York City and down through D.C. as well as Philadelphia. You also have to consider the fact that we could see excessive rainfall and any of those localized pockets of rain or maybe a thunderstorm that is moving a little too slowly across a region. I was reading a discussion earlier today, could see some of these thunderstorms produce totals up to 4 or 5 inches of rain when all is said and done. The ground here, it's overly saturated. So flooding could be a concern, especially some flash flooding concerns going into tonight. Timing is going to be everything. You talked about the rain just pushing into parts of northern New York as well as northern New Jersey. That's moving into these bigger metroplex by around that 5 o'clock time frame. A lot of folks already out and about here in Midtown heading home. So that's going to impact that evening commute. We take it all the way up to about dinner time when these storms come moving over these big cities and crisscrossing the I-95 corridor, clearing over the Atlantic through the overnight, and then going into tomorrow. We rinse and repeat for some areas a little farther south of here. I'm thinking Virginia, back towards West Virginia, moving into Washington, D.C. once again. Could see a secondary impulse of some showers and thunderstorms that could be severe tomorrow and also add to that flooding threat across the region. Now, I do want to mention that as we get into Tuesday, notice that, as I mentioned, it also crisscrosses an area like North Carolina. Remember just last weekend, we had a tropical storm Chantal, tropical depression Chantal, move across the area with a lot of ample rain. Well, now the ground there is still saturated too, so that could lead to a flood threat as far south as North Carolina. I think by Wednesday we catch a bit of a break, a clearing in the sky, the showers out towards the Atlantic. Going through today, though, into later tonight, those dinner time frame hours, consider being indoors if you can. Overnight hours, we watch you switch over to a couple of showers, and then we're left with clouds going into early Tuesday. Ian?
Yeah, Kiana, it's a mess as we move forward through the next several hours. We know you're watching all of this as these storms move in, and we'll be checking back in with you. Kiana, thanks.